Man, we are live in the building. This is the official Blue, Red, and Silver show. You know what I'm saying? Represent America's team. We did that on purpose. You dig? We got your boy, West Coast Cowboy, Mr. Run the Damn Ball. We got my boy, Mr. J Tuck. He's so humble. He didn't even put his Cash App up there. Look at him, man. That's how you know he getting money. That's how you know he getting money, man. He said, I'm going to just give this one to the nation.
Yeah,
The nation. You know what I mean? Mine's is right there.
Mine too.
And then I got my guy over here, man, my cousin, man. I don't like calling him my little cousin, man, because I ain't gonna lie, he was an offensive lineman. I was the cornerback, so you can tell who the little and who the big around here. But I got HTM Sports over there, man. What's up? On Twitter, they say you better, you way better than me too on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie. That's what they say. That's what they saying on Twitter, Henny. What I'm saying.
Man, you sitting next to the Twitter guy right there in the middle.
Nah, he is the Twitter. He the Twitter Baphomet. You know what I'm saying? He a idol god.
He a monster, man.
Because God is supposed to be creating peace and harmony. Tuck just be causing drama and headaches. And then I get phone calls, and then I be like, Tuck, what the hell you just said on the internet, bro?
I'm like Kratos, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes it just depends on what mood I'm in on Twitter, man. But I'm chilling out on Twitter. I'm trying to relax and calm, bring peace amongst the community. But sometimes people kind of push me to that ledge, and you got to kind of show them, whose house it is, really. So.
Hey, have y'all heard that on that Ready to Die with Biggie when his homeboy called him? His homeboy called him. He was like, "Hey, Big, what the hell you done did? They done ran up in my home, patting down my kids." His homeboy was calling him like, "Big, what the hell you done did? They done ran up in my house, patting down my kids."
Right.
Man.
But hey, man, if you here, then you already know you here for some real cowboy content, man. Before we get this show started, man, make sure you go follow, like, share, and follow on HTM Sports, on CFO Sports, on West Coast Cowboy, man. This is Cowboy Nation. It's Cowboys at its best, and we about to have ourselves a good time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, today is a day that we don't have football, so legally we talk about whatever we want to talk about. We're going to drive the conversation. I'm going to tell you this right here, though. If you have something very, very important to say that you want to be put into this conversation, I put it to you like this. I might not see everything, but the ones that got cash apps and the ones that got super chats, I promise you we're going to see them comments. I promise you we're going to see those comments. So if you got something really, really important to say, or if you just want to support the content, support the show, make sure you guys hit that cash app. Make sure you guys hit that super chat, and then make sure, most importantly, y'all share the content. You feel me? Share the content around the world so the whole world can see it. And let's get this thing popping. Let's go.
All right, so hey, we're gonna start this off because I don't know if y'all seen this slander that Stephen A. Smith dropped. The trolling stuff. He got some allegations that he planted at the foot of the nation that I want to talk to y'all about, man. So I'm gonna play the video. I got it altered for monetization purposes. So this is actually the real form of Stephen A. Smith. You know, he had all the cameras put the makeup on him and shit. So this is what Stephen A. Smith actually looks like. I found the actual footage, so here we go.
Before the season began, I told y'all I was in Vegas. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford fight. Yep. And a whole bunch of Cowboys were there. And what were my words, Shannon? I said, yo, they believe in themselves defensively. But when you bring up Dak, they're like, man, he better step up. He better get it done.
You're saying players or something?
Players! I said this right here on First Take. Before the season began, they were hopeful, and they wanted to believe in him. But that was their trepidation.
Can I ask
that was their
offensive
question.
or defensive?
I'm
or
not
do you
telling you
want to go
who.
there? Okay,
I'm not giving names. I'm not giving
I don't
indication.
want names.
But I will say this to you. It was on both sides of the ball.
Okay.
Both sides of the ball. There was a question mark, Shannon, as to whether or not he would step up. And he didn't. The last person that gets to whine is his brother. Respectfully, fall back.
Right. And that was the clip of the allegation. So, and I sped it up. So if y'all could not understand it, Stephen A. Smith allegedly went to the fight in Dallas, the Spencer fight, and he said he saw some Dallas Cowboy players there. And he pretty much said that they didn't really believe in Dak Prescott when he pretty much questioned him about it. That what he allegedly stated, happened a couple months back before the season started. And now he bringing it up again because, they were talking about the drama falling out from this loss. So first and foremost, I'm going to just ask y'all, do y'all believe any of this? And if you do believe any of this, just pretty much what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I'll go, man. I'll just say stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, man. So, there's Molly sitting right there. And actually, her former man and Jalen Rose had said something the other day. It was like, anytime y'all see someone just making up Cowboys content, I want y'all to tag me on Twitter. Because here's why people get frustrated when it comes to the Cowboys, right? You have the Detroit Lions going to the NFC Championship for the first time, in the history, for first time ever, right? You got Pat Mahomes with no wide receivers going to the AFC Championship. You got Lamar Jackson, who's going to be possibly the MVP of the season, deservingly so, going to the AFC Championship. You got the San Francisco 49ers. But instead of talking about what those teams are doing, they want to make up noise when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys just for the sake of content to kind of keep the ball moving. And that's the frustrating part when it comes to us Cowboys fans. Now, the Earl Spence fight, right? If y'all remember, that was during camp because they were out there in Oxnard. Wasn't nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't nobody talking about that. Everybody was believing in Dak because Dak was looking great at camp. So it's just like, it's just nonsense. But here's the problem where we are, Cowboys Nation. Since we lost, a lot of these media sites, a lot of these national media shows, they are going to cherry pick and drag any little thing that we do out just for the sake of revenue. And I think Clarence Hill actually posted it about the numbers that these shows like Speak for Yourself and Undisputed and First Take did, just strictly based off the Cowboys losing. So you damn right they want to stay in that algorithm. They want to keep things floating. So it don't matter if Michael Brothers send a tweet, Dak Brothers send a tweet, hell, if I send a tweet, they are going to consistently make up lies, make up rumors to keep this flame going, because that's what pays their bills. So hell no, I'm not buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the Amari Cooper situation. They're always going to try to find something when it comes to the Cowboys because we keep the lights on. So like, hell nah, bro.
And hey, just before you go, Wiz, I'm gonna add some context to it. I'm glad you mentioned the Amari Cooper thing. They were talking about him having friction in the locker room, and then a boatload of players went to his birthday party in Florida.
Right.
After he left the team. So then they were still good. But go ahead, Wiz. What's your thoughts, brother?
Shoot, I was gonna call cap on it too. Like, first off and foremost, I got two things I was gonna say. One, I don't even think this happened. The reason why I don't believe it happened is because I don't think anybody is dumb enough on the Dallas Cowboys to tell Stephen A. Smith anything that is worth him repeating. Like, you have to be the dumbest person in all of Cowboydom. And then also, I'm gonna tell you this right here. The entire team did not go to the Earl Spence fight because the entire team cannot afford to go to the Earl Spence fight. It was only like, out of 100 dudes, it was probably like 12 dudes that went to the Earl Spence fight. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Out of those 12 dudes, none of those dudes are even in their career good enough to probably even speak on Dak in that atmosphere. First off, who on the offense has the ability to say that Dak is a good or not good quarterback? Most of them dudes ain't even baking it in the league themselves. Tony Pollard was hurt. CeeDee Lamb, like, come on, bro. CeeDee Lamb had his best season last year with Dak Prescott throwing the ball. CeeDee Lamb's not about to go out there and be like, yeah, I think Dak needs to step it up. Bro, he only played 12 games that year, and you had 1,100 yards. So we know it wasn't CeeDee Lamb. So who on the offense could it have been? Nobody. Then on the defense, right? On the defense, first off and foremost, guys that are on the defense are like, they're all guys that we love, but we only really have one known superstar on the team that he's even going to talk to. Bro, he's not walking up to, and I'm not saying Marquise Bell said it, but he's not walking up to Marquise Bell. Hey man, what do you think? Stephen A. Smith is only going to spend his time with someone that he feels is in the same sphere as a Dak Prescott or him. Bro, we only have like two people on the team that he'd be worth talking to, and that's Dak himself, Micah Parsons, who I know for a fact ain't gonna say that because Micah has used his platform to lobby for Dak. So that's going to. So that's why I just say it ain't happened.
Right.
Like, it never happened. I believe it never happened. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it doesn't have to happen. At this point, Stephen A. Smith and these guys know that this is a fiction story. They know that they are just a character in a fiction story. So for them, it's not even lying anymore. I'm gonna give you the best example of the Cowboys, and I'm seeing it right now in living in Southern California. Bronny James, bro, you would think Bronny James is averaging 15 points a game. That motherfucker is averaging 1.2 points a game right now, bro. But every single time USC is on for anything, they have this guy got 27 points. This guy got 17 points. Bronny James, 1 of 2 points. Why? Because, bro, you gotta find a way to get his name on ESPN. Why? Because it makes too much money for the algorithm. I'm gonna be honest with you. First Take, as much as they hate the fact that, as much as they love the fact that we lost, it made it hard for them too, man. Because think about this: we lost 2 weeks ago. Why are you still talking about us, bro? Give the Chiefs their respect. Give the Baltimore their respect. Why did you not use the time for the Cowboys on the Green Bay Packers?
Right.
Jordan Love, that's a better story than us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why fans always get frustrated at us. Like it's our fault. Like everyone's always talking about, like, bro, we're not asking none of these people to talk about us. Actually, we tell them to stop. Like we telling them on some Will Smith stuff, keep our name out y'all mouth, but they can't do it because they know what the revenue, and they've even admitted themselves, right? They know that the Dallas Cowboys is where the money resides. And so they always want to try to find something. And like West Coast just said, right now, the Cowboys are out. Who are they going to lean towards? They're going to lean towards LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lean towards LeBron James and sprinkle some Dallas Cowboys content, and you get a whole segment. So that's why I even told Micah Parsons' brother this last night before I went to bed. I was like, bro, you're about to be the number one story tomorrow when you wake up over the Chiefs, over the Lions, you know what I'm saying, over the 49ers, because you gave them that nugget for every media site to kind of run and drag this brick out. We're going to hear about this probably until Friday. You know, what CD's mama may have said, what, you know what I'm saying, what Dak Prescott's brother may have said, what Micah Parsons' brother. Now, I will tell y'all this, right? Nobody, self-included, in West Coast, Henny, y'all just like me, we around players and all sorts of stuff. We got connections. Nobody even knew what CD's mama's last name was, or she had a Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mysteriously, now everybody know. I didn't know that lady's last name, you know what I'm saying? But now, since they was able to find it, someone found her Facebook. Here it is, an opportunity to drag the Cowboys out for a whole nother week. Then we'll probably get to the Pro Bowl and they'll probably say, hey, what was CD and Dak's relationship like at the Pro Bowl? They kind of drag that out. Somebody will win the Super Bowl, host up the trophy, and then moments after they'll say, what is the Cowboys' chances of winning the Super Bowl next year? And we right back in this media cycle. So it's like, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We get it, but just admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our job. You know what I'm saying? We are Dallas Cowboys content creators. They talking about stuff I ain't even dropped no videos on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? So why are y'all talking about it? They want to stay in that algorithm because it's hard to talk ball. It's hard to talk draft content. It's hard to do those types of things. So whenever they get some low-hanging fruit, they just taking and run with it. But ain't nobody... It's fight night. If you've ever been to fight night in Vegas, y'all, it's star-studded. I mean, I'm talking about big celebrities. No Cowboys players making their way through Rick Ross.
There are little stars there.
And Little Baby and all these mega stars to go talk to Stephen A. Smith to tell him some stuff about Dak while they're in the middle of camp.
Slap yourself. Like, and my question is this: aren't you, anybody that tells him something in camp would be thinking this is something that's going to be put back in camp, and I'm going to have to walk into this tomorrow morning.
Right. Tomorrow,
man.
While you're trying to make the team. While you're trying to make the team.
Why you trying to make the team? Yeah.
Why you trying to make the team? So listen, right. I don't believe that to be the fact. And why would an offensive player say anything to Stephen A. Smith when Dak Prescott got to throw them the football? Like, Dak Prescott can ice your ass out. You could be open and still not get the damn ball playing with the wrong quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
So you can't do that.
CeeDee Lamb and Dax, they have their lockers are next to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid. So who could it have been? Was it Michael Gallup? Nope. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Cooks just got here, so that ain't it.
I'm gonna say this right here. Kobe and Shaq, how many championships did they win? They ain't like each other, respect each other until they left. Let's get out this mindset of thinking that you got to respect and be friends with everybody you play with anyway. That's high school football. That ain't, listen to me, that's not even college football.
Right.
That's not even college football anymore.
Right.
Especially with the
transfer. That's high school football, bro. In
Yeah,
college, you ain't
Everybody in
playing the
high school.
dudes
You
you
know what I'm
like.
saying? Like, it's sports, bro.
there's
You
too
not
many
even
people on the team.
it's too many people. You not when you are playing any sport, right? You have your cluster and you have some people on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Like when I played football, I knew my offensive players, but who were my roommates? Everybody on the defense. We ate together. We the ones who went out. Like we were like this, and the offense is kind of like over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like we just disrespect them, but you ain't gotta like everybody on your team. You're gonna have people from all walks of life in football that you don't even just mesh with. But when it's time to do your job, you come together and just do your job.
And guess what? And it ain't never stopped you from being a good team or a bad team.
Right. Yeah. When we in between those lines, I got your back. But after that, bro, hey, where the house party at? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go over there. We about to, you know what I'm saying? We got something else planned. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just weirdo behavior when it comes to some of these media people. And maybe it's because some of them ain't never played no sports that they just don't understand what it's really like. That I could cuss out my teammate and it can still become a place of love. You know what I'm saying? Like me and West Coast, we argue all the time, all on the phone, all the damn time about something, but it's coming from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get that. I think people don't get that. Where it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Trayvon Diggs was going back and forth with the quarterback at camp. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to set the damn tone at camp. You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
And then Dak went out there and threw 9 interceptions too. So maybe Trayvon Diggs should cuss him out every year.
Right.
Every year. Like he should start cutting
Trey
out
should
right
cuss his
now.
ass out every year. Shit.
Right. Yeah.
Just call Dak Prescott in the middle of the night. Nigga finger.
I mean, that's all it took for Dak to go throw 36 touchdowns and 9 interceptions and statistically have one of the best quarterbacks. Because Dak low-key had one of the best quarterback seasons of all time.
Mhm.
There ain't nobody talking about that, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because listen to me. Because there's only been, I don't even think because Tony Romo, I think, only threw 35 touchdowns in a season. I don't think
36.
36.
And he threw 19 interceptions the year he did that.
Yeah, so it's like Dak Dak had the best quarterback season of a Dallas Cowboy in a 17-game season.
Mm-hmm.
He had one extra game he had to play,
Mm-hmm.
and still had the best Cowboy quarterback season of all time. Nobody's had this before.
And think about all those fourth quarter hats he put on. He really, like, if they really wanted to break the clock, they could have ran it up. They could have ran it up with Dak this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Now, there might be some players, of course, that don't rock with Dak, but like, it's not. So here's the crazy part, right? We saw what happened when all the news come out with Jalen Hurts, right? Why wasn't that a story today on First Take? Why y'all talking about that? You know what I'm saying?
About him being a shitty leader?
Yeah, about him being a bad leader, kind of being a diva. This is coming from reporters. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't talking about that? It's because they want this Cowboys clout. So I get it, but ain't nobody, Stephen A. Out of all media people to avoid, ain't no Cowboys player running to Stephen A. Smith, the loudest Cowboys mouth, to tell him about your quarterback. Like that's just, it's damn near stupid. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? We do some stupid stuff, but that's just hella stupid. Nah.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man. So we done discussed the bullshit. We know that did not happen. Like I said, everything around the Dallas Cowboys, especially this time of year, is all clickbait.
Well, I put it to you like this, because it happened if you wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's just where we are in the world today. Like if you wanted it to happen, then yeah, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you believe Dak isn't a good quarterback, then guess what? Then it didn't happen. Then he's not a good quarterback. Like there's no convincing stupid. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, salute to Numbhead Neil for the $5 super chat. He said, "What's up, gents? Slapped up Stephen Jones 28 times and put my feet on his coffee table while eating all his damn food." Listen, I need that kind of energy come free agency. I need that kind of energy come the draft. We gonna have to hold these dudes at gunpoint, hold somebody they love dearly hostage so they can get this right. They gotta get it right. The Dallas Cowboys have a bunch of things that they need this season going forward. We know that we had the issues running the football. We know we had the issue stopping the run for the most part. We have lackluster linebacker play because we really ain't got no linebackers. Damone Clark is really the only traditional linebacker you have. You got Marquise Bell, who I love, but he need a little bit more cornbread in his diet right now. Right. So you just gotta.
And then you told your defensive tackle to lose 40 pounds.
Yeah, I never understood that part either. So that is what I want to talk to y'all about, man. The Dallas Cowboys. And listen, chat box, I see y'all. I see a bunch of y'all are still upset. I know that y'all are still mad at your quarterback, but guess what? I was mad at the man too. I said fuck Dak after the game, and then I recalibrated. The truth of the matter is, at this point, Dak Prescott will be your quarterback for multiple more seasons. They still talking about getting the extension done. He's going to be your quarterback, right? He's not getting benched. He's not getting traded. None of that stuff is going to happen. So rock with Dak Prescott. If you're mad about Dak Prescott, you don't think he's a great quarterback, then put a better team around him.
Well,
we're past that now. We're past the shit now.
Let me pause that because we got a lot of people watching right now. So for all the people who want to get rid of Dak Prescott, what is the damn solution?
They keep saying give Trey Lance a chance.
Give Trey Lance a chance. But I'm gonna tell you this right here.
So people want to give Trey Lance a chance. When I mentioned, like, hey, I see some upside for potential for Trey Lance, bro, I got stoned on Twitter, bro. Like, people came at me crazy.
Listen to me.
You know what I'm saying?
The only people, this is the thing that I've learned. People who are saying give Trey Lance a try is because, one, they didn't go watch any content on Trey Lance. They, in the back of their mind, think Trey Lance is being hated on, and that he's this great quarterback that was in San Francisco that was getting hated on. And then you guys got to remember, he had Brock Purdy in front of him. No. He was the third string quarterback in San Francisco. He had to breed out the second string cornerback, who was who? Sam Darnold. He couldn't beat out Sam Darnold, is the reason why they traded him. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right here. It also asks, you got to ask yourself this: how do you try out a quarterback while trying to win a Super Bowl? I feel like you can't do those two things at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you're trying to try out some tires while you're trying to win the race. Or like my boy Law Nation always says, you're trying to fix the airplane while it's in the air. You can't listen to me. We can try out a new quarterback, but guess what? You're going to lose games.
Right.
So are you okay with trying out a new quarterback at the extent of losing some games? Because think about this. You saw where we got with Dak. Listen, you lose one or two more games, you might not make the playoffs yourself.
Right.
And that's with Dak Prescott. Now, you guys want to go below that? And I'm going to tell you the thing that I want to ask Cowboy fans. For all my Cowboy fans that want to start it over, okay, I get it. So next year, are you willing to feel worse than what you feel right now?
Right. They can't even handle this.
You can't handle losing in the playoffs. You can't imagine not going to the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, real quick. Shout out to Numbhead Neil for the 5-piece with the Flames, and then shout out to Numbhead Neil on your end as well, Wes, with the six championship trophies.
And I just posted a Trey Lance film session breakdown. So for those who wouldn't go watch, now me personally, I like Trey. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, like I said, Cowboys Nation, y'all can't handle losing to the Cardinals. Y'all was losing y'all minds. I still got the receipts for losing to the Cardinals. So y'all want to revert back and be a 6-win team, a 7-win team, miss the playoffs, lose to Philadelphia, maybe lose the Commanders, have these Eagles people coming on y'all channels talking crazy to y'all. That's what y'all want, just for the sake of to try something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting a quarterback isn't an easy.
They don't even want to try Trey Lance. That's what's funny. They don't even want to try.
For the fact that the Cowboys kept him inactive all season, like they could at least put him at a backup.
I thought they were going to do it week 17.
I thought they was too. So you won't get to know what Trey Lance fully is until he plays in preseason. And even then you won't. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Even then you won't know, bro. You still won't.
You gotta listen to me. The only way you're going to find out what he is to put him in live games. And then my question is this: in a live game, I have other guys. Like, listen, my thing is this: hey, CeeDee Lamb, do you mind if I sacrifice not like throwing the ball a bunch to you this game? Why? Because I gotta try out Trey Lance.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, offensive line, you guys think you guys can block a little bit longer today? Why? Because he not like Dak Prescott, so he don't really understand like the rollouts and all the things that we also do. So you guys think you guys can block a little bit better today while not holding?
Right.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen to me, you have people's whole careers. Tryouts is for what tryouts. You don't try people out in the middle of the season. That's not how it works.
Right.
There are only 32 starting quarterbacks in the entire world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't try out a quarter. You don't do that, bro.
Right. Yeah. Let's just
if anything, try out Cooper Rush. Why don't y'all want to see Cooper Rush?
Yeah,
we ain't studying that shit.
I know what I'm saying. How do you jump from Cooper Rush
They know. They know because it all sounds sweet and fun right now until them Eagles content creators is pumping y'all lights out on Twitter. Then y'all want to get into the emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, yeah.
That's why I say, how y'all just skip? You want to see Trey Lance, but you don't want to see Cooper Rush.
Right.
Cooper Rush got a winning record in the NFL.
Right.
So that's why I say, like, Cowboy fans, we just get punched and we just start grabbing for stuff.
Right. Yeah. That's exactly, I just want to try somebody.
Hey, Wiz, you got something on your phone or something?
I don't think so. Here, I'll read. Let me reload real quick.
I got a bad echo.
There was an echo, but now it's gone. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's West.
Say something.
Yo.
All right. Say something, Tuck.
Yo.
We good now. Okay. All right. He said, I am a Cowboys. Hold up. All these things going by too quick. Let me read one. He said, I am a Cowboys fan, but I'm not delusional. I knew the Cowboys wasn't ready to win the Super Bowl. Well, listen, the Dallas Cowboys had flaws that we're talking about. Dallas Cowboys all year had issues running the football. Partially, it was Tony Pollard. Partially, it was the run blocking. Because you know there were some people in the middle of this offensive line that had some issues. I'm not going to throw anybody underneath the bus. But one of them got a contract coming up, so you can limit it down your damn self if you want to do the leg work. But,
oh my God, y'all Cowboy fans are just, you guys. I gotta stop reading some of these comments. Oh, we are tired of Dak, and we are tired. You're tired of what? You tired of winning the division and getting a home playoff game?
And tired 12 and 5. So here's what's crazy with that, Wes. Right. So when me and Henny did that show on Saturday before the game, these comments was completely different. We was undefeated at home. Our offense can hear a lot better. We can hear, here we go. Like, it was 12 and 5. We run the division in Philly. So, like, it was all of that. And then you lose, and now you want to change your tone. And just like Henny said, there was tons of warning signs going into this Green Bay game. If you're a fan, you decide to ignore it, that's your own fault. Because, like I said, we put nothing in stone to show you that we are really prepared to be contenders. There was no game you can lead on. I'll ask the chat, what is the game that you can sit back and say, you know what? The Cowboys is playoff ready. We Super Bowl ready. What game can you say that? Philly. That's it.
and then we found out what happened.
We found out they was frauds. You know what I'm saying? We found out they was frauds. And so that's what I'm trying to say is, like, you have to kind of set the proper expectations. Like, listen, y'all, I know what happened Sunday sucked. I was out there. Me and Wes, we were out there. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? But at the
last three, bro, what you mean? We've been at the last three. Every playoff game that
bro. But like, we cannot sit back and say, nah, I really felt the Cowboys could go and beat Baltimore and win the Super Bowl, or beat San Fran and win the Super Bowl, and this is a huge letdown. Hell no, we were holding on by a thread. And pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? If Philly does not have this collapse, none of y'all are saying that we're the 2 seed. And we're like, so things kind of change. But it's like, listen, y'all, what happened on Sunday sucked. It hurt. But eventually, like I said on Twitter, you got to roll up your sleeves and get back to work. But you can't be, like Wes said, just grabbing something. Hope. I don't know. I just need a new head coach. I don't know who. Get me a new defensive coordinator. I don't know who. Let me just grab something. Let me trade.
You act like it can't get worse. That's what they do. You act like it can't get worse.
Right. It can't get worse. Oh, it can get bad. It can get real bad. Real bad. You know,
hey, real quick, shout out to Corey Vaughn on one of y'all in. He hit y'all with a 5-piece. He said he want answers, not excuses. We're gonna give y'all some answers, man. You know, that what the point is of free agency. That what the point is of the draft. You have holes on your team, and you got to find ways to fill them and improve your team. So you know what you're good at, right? At the end of the day, let's take our emotions out of it. Dak Prescott was an All-Pro this year. That means that 50 people got together, voted, and said that he was one of the 2 best quarterbacks in the league for the regular season, him and Lamar Jackson. So you got a quarterback that is talented enough to do the job. He hasn't done it yet, so I understand why people feel that way. But worst quarterbacks have won Super Bowls. Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl, right? Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. I know he set history being the first black quarterback to do it, but Doug Williams was not a good quarterback, but he won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So like, there's been plenty of quarterbacks
And
that
you
are less
better watch your
talented.
mouth about Doug Williams. My
That
daddy
man,
will come over here and slap you
hey,
about that.
hey,
Daughter-in-law, get on your
I
ass
get
about
it, man. I
get on
get it,
your
but
ass about Doug Williams, boy.
but point being, like, you don't have to have the best quarterback in the world to win a Super Bowl, and Dak Prescott has proved that he is a good quarterback. Right? You got an all-pro wide receiver. There's all pros on your offensive line. So there are pieces on the team,
Hey,
like Michael, things like that. But we all know if you can't run the ball in January and you can't stop the run in January, you're gonna have problems. Dallas Cowboys defense has given up 29 points a game against teams with winning records. Right? So that we were sort of foo-foo. Right?
Yeah.
It's cool. Right? You can shut down Daniel Jones, hold him to 0 points. But, like, you can't go out there and get blitzed by 41 by the 49ers. You can't allow 30 to the Bills. You can't let Geno Smith turn to Russell Wilson at your house, right? I know we don't think about that game.
and I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you
One,
don't go to Dallas Cowboy home games, don't be on here trying to talk to me about the AT&T home stage advantage. Hell, you mean y'all don't be going to the damn games, bruh. We're trying to tell. I go to the Cowboy games. I'm in AT&T Stadium. I'm everywhere I'm supposed. Listen to me. I be Tuck. Go and tell him, Tuck. Tuck saw me get denied on that playoff game, but I still was up in that mother.
Right.
Security was on point. Security was on point for that playoff game. But guess what? I was still on that field, though. I still managed to get down there. Listen to me. Bro, I have been screaming since Dak. Well, I've been screaming since Rams playoff loss that I want to play every playoff game on the road because we are a more focused team. I don't give a damn what our playoff record is. I mean, what our home record is. I don't give a damn what our road record is. I know what I see in my team. They are more focused. They are more just everything, bro. And you have people who don't even go to home games that's trying to tell me we have to play in AT&T Stadium. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Everybody plays good in AT&T Stadium. That's why we lost our first go. You guys know the first game we ever played in AT&T Stadium? What was the outcome?
We lost.
We lost. And a motherfucker wrote his whole name on the stadium.
Eli Manning wrote on the wall.
He wrote his whole damn name on the stadium. We lost the first game in AT&T Stadium.
Can I get to this? Can I get to this one real quick? Because I just want to point this out. He said Dak not good enough. He needs a run game, a top defense. Well,
everybody does.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, look at the teams that are left in the tournament right now. Baltimore has a great run game, and they got the best defense. Matter of fact, their defense did not allow a touchdown in their playoff game. You
49ers have like the second best defense in football. What are we talking about?
And an all-pro running back. Then you take a look at the Detroit Lions. They got a great run game. Defense a little suspect, but they're better. They're a better unit than you give them credit for. Hell, they held us to 20 points at the crib, right? We're supposed to be a juggernaut at the crib, so they're pretty sound defense. Same thing for the Kansas City Chiefs. Their defense is impeccable. They got a cornerback that only gave up one touchdown all year, including the playoffs.
Y'all just don't know these dudes. Let's just admit, y'all just don't know these dudes.
They don't know about Trent McDuffie and George Karlaftis and Nick Bolton. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not high profile. You know,
because they don't know them because they only know Cowboys.
I remember I think I was scouting for Philly, and I was using my tool to do my scouting report. And it kept showing me that the Baltimore Ravens had like 50 sacks. And I thought, I was like, bro, this software is all because it keeps showing like the Ravens got 50 sacks. Like, I know they ain't got no 50 damn sacks. Bro, when I researched it, I'm like, they got 50 damn sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a 60 sack damn defense with Baltimore, bro. Like, what are we talking about? They're loaded. They went and got Roquan Smith. We know about Kyle Hamilton in the draft. Like, they're loaded on defense, and they got a running back system where they had 3 running backs. 2 of them went down. And one of my favorites in Keaton Mitchell, they went and got some more running backs. So what do you mean that Dak needs? Yeah, Dak needs. Everybody needs.
And think about this. The two arguably best middle linebackers in football are in the freaking playoffs still to this day.
Yeah.
Man,
Roquan Smith and who else? Fred Warner are both in the goddamn playoffs right now, leading the 2 best defenses. Listen to me. That's why I said, like, I did my little video, and it's like, that's what, like,
60.
Listen, there's like, listen to me. I didn't got my ass whooped before. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody this story. First time I ever got jumped in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was in 10th grade. I sat by this girl named Gwen on the bus. I didn't like the girl at all. I wasn't even into it. But I didn't know the politics between riding the bus and you ain't supposed to be sitting by a girl after she just broke up. I'm just sitting down. It's a free spot. I'm sitting down. I'm from Cali. We talk to everybody anyway. Well, her boyfriend didn't like that. Him and his homeboy at football practice, both of these dudes, well, 3 of them jumped on me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna lie. I lost that fight. At the end, I curled up like a little baby and I just went to sleep. And I was about to, you know what I'm saying? I was it. But when I got up, you know what I felt? I felt good because I ain't had no scratches. I ain't look like I got in a fight, but I know I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't look like I did. My shirt was dirty and everything else. Right. I walked away from that like, damn, I can really handle that myself if I need to with 3 dudes. Now, that's how I felt. That's how I felt when I was in San Francisco when me and Tuck was walking out that stadium. I felt like, yeah, bro, we got our ass whooped, but we was punching on them dudes, bro.
Right.
The year before, when we lost to San Francisco in Dallas, I was there. Tuck was there too. You know what I felt? I felt like, God damn it, we needed 1,030,000. That's what I needed.
Right.
But you know what? When I walked out of AT&T Stadium last week and Tuck was there, you know what I felt like? I felt like I just got my ass beat. That's it.
That was a we need to go pop the trunk type.
Bro, like, I just felt like I felt embarrassed, bro. I felt embarrassed.
Yeah, it was hard, bro. It was hard.
Yeah, but can I throw this out there, Terrence? You said that put the defense in compromisable positions. The defense was on the field first.
They was on first.
Dak was down 7 points when he got on the field.
The defense put Dak Prescott in a couple of positions. Matter of fact, take away the 2 interceptions. Take them away. Just take them away. The defense still gave up 34 points.
Facts. Hey, and think about this. Can we all admit we didn't think our defense was gonna play that bad?
But here's the thing, y'all. What has our defense shown that they wasn't?
Bro, but I did not know they were
go to Buffalo. Josh Allen didn't even have to throw the ball. They just lined up and ran the ball down our throat, right? You go to the Dolphins game on Christmas. Dak gets us the lead. What happens? Tua marches all the way down the field and scores, right? Then you go to Detroit the following week. They do a bone.
We almost lost that game too.
You know what I'm saying? We kick the field goal, we go up. What happens? We let the offense of Detroit Lions march all the way down the field, score, and then say, you know what, we're going to go for 2 and still got it. And luckily, there was a flag on the play.
Twice.
That's what I'm saying. Our defense hasn't shown us all season that this is the defense from the years before that we can lean on.
Except for when we play Philly and Jalen Hurts.
Right.
If you play game 1 in Dallas since 2017.
If you play any quarterback with the pulse that's not going to sit back and turn the ball over, we were going to be in trouble. Because I was feeling kind of confident until I started scouting Green Bay and I watched Jordan Love. I said, oh, goddamn. I said, oh, damn. Wait a minute. He's a real deal.
That's why I wanted to go to Tampa Bay, but nobody wanted to go to Tampa Bay. I already had my goddamn tickets. Y'all want to stay in Dallas. Ain't no fun in Dallas. We should have went to Tampa Bay. Like we had a bunch of fun in Tampa Bay last year, didn't we?
Fun in Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? But
y'all want to stay in Dallas and play a home playoff game. Why? Y'all didn't even go to the game.
And what happened? Everyone let their guard down. So it's like, and I think what's happening, y'all, we are so accustomed to praising the defense, especially for the last 2 years. When they let us down, it's hard to say, nah, Dan Quinn, you let us down. You know what I'm saying? The defense let us down. Our secondary was out there getting cooked. Stephon Gilmore got cooked on that cross and sail route, wide open. That was not.
They were hurt though. They say they were hurt though.
I mean, I don't give a damn. It's playoffs, baby. Everybody hurt.
They shouldn't have had him on the field though. I'm with you on that.
So it's like we've leaned so heavily on our defense. It's like some people, it's like, well, we can't blame. No, you can blame the defense. 48 points, y'all. 48. It wasn't 14-7 or something. It was 48 points. We luckily they didn't put a.
Dak would have had to score 50 points, bro. He almost win the game.
Us, y'all. At home. And listen, Dak's the problem.
But listen, this is not in any way trying to take any blame off the offense.
What up, landlord?
The offense wasn't. Yeah, shout out to my brother landlord. The building. The offense wasn't great either.
Yeah,
we're not taking any blame off the offense, but the problem is when we're talking about problems on the team, you only stop at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like y'all had Tony Romo, who was an All-Pro quarterback, and then you went to Dak Prescott, who's an All-Pro quarterback, and you still got only 2 playoff wins out of the both of them. So apparently, it's not all on the damn quarterback, right? Because both of them got just as many All-Pro selections as Josh Allen, right?
Hey, Jason, they did not punt. They didn't punt all game.
They punted 2 times when the game was already over.
Oh, okay. I was fading in
He's
out.
about to in that when it missed.
I was probably out.
I'm gonna tell you this: when I left the stadium, the Cowboys was down 20, so I didn't even see the last 2 touchdowns. I heard Ferguson had a really good game though.
I just sat there. I you know what I'm saying? I just sat there.
Like I was out of it, bro. Like I was out of it, bro.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, everybody was at fault. There was nobody, except Michael Gallup showing up fashionably late, that really came to play on Sunday. So I don't know why it's just focused on Dak. Granted, he's the quarterback, but bro, the defense was bad. The scheme was bad. The adjusting from Dan Quinn was bad. We've all said on numerous shows as content creators after Buffalo, hey, we need to do a linebacker. We was talking about putting Micah at linebacker, you know, Rashawn Evans. We were talking about Johnson. Like, we were just tossing out ideas, right? Everyone's saying, Tuck, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine once we get Hankins back. They said, okay, go out there with these light safeties out there. I'm going to run the ball right down your throat. Because what happened? People really thought that, hey, we didn't allow over 100 yards versus Detroit. Yeah, you did for 2 different running backs. It was combined. You know what I'm saying? But they felt like the Detroit game was the smoke and mirrors that, okay, our run defense has improved. It didn't. They just split up. You know what I'm saying? So when we get the ball ran down our throat because we have these small linebackers and they're going these heavy personnels, we can't be mad because we all saw it before Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, you got people in the stadium. You got people who just won't give Dak a break. I just read a comment that said, listen, someone just said when Dak threw that interception, it changed the momentum of the game. Bro, right. We was down 14.
When Dak threw that interception,
what are you talking about?
I was sitting at the bar at halftime getting a drink. Like, the game was already a wrap. You know
what is y'all talking? It changed the momentum of the game.
It was 20-0.
Right?
Now,
yeah.
What momentum?
Yeah. Are you talking about the first pick? Now the first pick, and that was even iffy because some of us feel like that was like PI.
It was pass interference, bro.
Right? Yeah. But the one that happened, bro, I was at the Cowboy Arena stand, just looked up, bro. It was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just knew. So it's like, I get it, right? You don't like Dak Prescott. You want to move on, but you have no solutions. You have no solutions contract-wise to make it make sense. You have no solutions even just a backup-wise to make it make sense. Y'all know I've dived deep into the draft. There ain't no quarterback you can go get. I mean, y'all could go get my guy Jordan Travis, but I'm not bringing him to y'all bullshit. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting Jordan Travis deal with y'all. So it's like, all right, what's going to be the solution? And some of y'all want to tear everything down and, you know, be a 4-win team for 6 and 7 years to come back. Hell no, bro. I ain't got time for all that. We need to kind of just build on what we got, go better in depth. We're going to talk about solution-based content. And that's what I'm focused on. I ain't tearing this down to appease y'all because y'all want to get rid of a quarterback. Hell no, bro.
And then you got the folks, in 8 years. Okay, my thing is this. You gave Dak 8 years. So my question is this. You get rid of Dak. Are you okay with giving someone else 8 years?
Right.
Or are you going to want – because this is what it sounds like. You guys sounds like the people that want to take Dak out of here, you want to take Dak out of here and replace him with a quarterback that's going to guarantee you 12 wins and a Super Bowl in his first year.
Right. They want Pat Mahomes.
I want to know how is that possible?
So that's what I'm saying. Give me the options. Give me the options. Listen, like I'm telling y'all, I'm probably the biggest advocate out of everybody in our community for Trey Lance. But I'm telling y'all right now, Trey Lance is not that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do Trey Lance, you're going to have to simplify this offense, tear it down, and be very basic and vanilla with the run game, kind of like Philly did with Jalen Hurts. Running backs, you know what I'm saying? RPOs, that kind of concepts. You're not going to be able to drop back and have Trey Lance win you a ball game.
Somebody said it doesn't take everybody 8 years. You're right. It's Patrick Mahomes, but it takes everybody else a whole. Think about this. Matthew Stafford, it took him 11 years. How many long?
13. Until Matthew Stafford 13.
13 years, bruh.
9 years for Drew Brees. 9 years for Peyton Manning. Your boy Elway won in his last 2 years. So
somebody said, why do you only want to win regular season games? Okay, well, give me a quarterback that guarantees that I'm going to win in the playoffs.
Right.
Because everybody that y'all want to replace Dak with, you can't even talk about a rookie quarterback because you're pick 24. So you ain't no CJ Stroud coming up in here.
Yeah, landlord, it's a good question. Will it be effective in the playoffs? It could be, but that's not Mike McCarthy's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? That's not Mike. my man West Coast got on ahead and says run the damn ball. We was trying to get running backs in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what makes you think that if it's Trey Lance, all of a sudden we're gonna turn to this power run scheme, RPO scheme, play action? He wouldn't even do it with the team that we had. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's not Mike McCarthy's philosophy.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here: wide receivers don't thrive. Wide receivers don't thrive with young quarterbacks.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm gonna tell you this right now: CeeDee Lamb does not want Trey Lance.
Well,
CeeDee Lamb didn't want Cooper Rush. They were saying they wanted Dak back.
You think about it, right? Think about it. What we're trying to build and try to mirror, a lot of Cowboys fans, is what's going on in San Francisco. San Francisco didn't even want Trey Lance to run their offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got rid of him. So if we want to get into this power zone run scheme, we're going to be heavily. They didn't even want Trey Lance to do that. They moved on from him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, it's going to take some time. I know Cowboys fans are wanting the quick fix, but if you really want the quick fix, it's not just tearing everything down and hoping for the best. I'm telling y'all, Cowboys Nation, things can get real bad. Y'all think this is bad? Here's how high and mighty we are right now. We were complaining 8-8, missing the playoffs, 8-8. We want some consistency. Mike McCarthy gets 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. That's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? We passed that. Hey, who do y'all think y'all are as Cowboys fans? Just think that we're going to snap our fingers and go to the Super Bowl. It doesn't happen that way.
Did Cincinnati make the playoffs this year?
Nope.
Okay, I'm asking you a question.
And Joe Burrow.
Did the Cincinnati Bengals make the playoffs this year?
Joe Burrow got hurt, but before he got hurt, I think he had like a 500 record anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they were getting cooked. Look at the Chargers, right? Look at the Chargers. Hell, look, did the Rams make the playoffs last year?
No.
No.
Chargers didn't make the playoffs.
Chargers didn't make the playoffs. Jaguars.
Jaguars didn't make the playoffs. There's no quick fix. Like, and listen, everybody loves Josh Allen. Josh Allen's been to one conference championship game when he got blew out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So like, even the guys that are supposed to be better than Dak Prescott aren't having much better.
People do not understand how hard it is to win a championship. It's not easy, y'all. That's why we haven't won nothing for so many years, and we're still at the top with 5 championships. Teams should have been and lapped us. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 teams that got 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's so easy to win a championship. Everything has to fall in place. Sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's skill, sometimes.
Then you know what you also got to do? You got to win at home, bro. Like, the best thing that Detroit was able to do, no matter what you could say about Detroit, they won at home, bro.
They won at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, just you win at home, you get another home playoff game, bro.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Hey, I got a subject. I got a subject that I want to talk about before we get up out of here, man. This is our last little turn before we get up out of here, man.
All right, let me read landlord comment real quick, and then I'll let you cook. You just said the Chargers have more talent than us, and they still sorry.
Loaded talent. The
Chargers might have just as much talent as the Dallas Cowboys, if not more. Loaded. And they still can't do shit because they got Khalil Mack, an all-pro pass rusher, Joey Bosa, all-pro pass rusher, Asante Samuel Jr., Derwin James, a safety. I like they linebackers.
Yeah, the thing that sucks about them is they play in the Chiefs division, so they're not even trying to win a Super Bowl. They're just trying to be better than the Chiefs.
And they can't even do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You can't even talk about winning a Super Bowl. If you're the Chargers, you can't even talk about a Super Bowl. You got let's just talk about being better than the Chiefs first. Then we'll talk about winning the Super Bowl.
Are you Trey Lance burner account? You keep putting give Trey a chance. Are you Trey Lance, nigga?
Nah, that's freedom.
Are you Trey
I'm gonna
Lance?
tell you, Freedom is one of these new guys that be on YouTube that still, because when you first get on these podcast shows, you get remember when we first started watching, you get like a certain little excitement from people reading your comment. So then you kind of you start getting kind of high off of it, and you start trying to say, you realize that, there's an algorithm that if I say something smart, it may not get read as fast as I say something dumb like Dak Prescott's an ass. Oh man, I was on the show. I got him all riled up, brother. It's all good.
It's all good. But hey.
I do know this. I do know this though. For all y'all folks that really truly want to get rid of Dak Prescott, I'm all for it. I'm Mr. Upgrade. I'm all with upgrading. It just gotta make sense. Listen to me. Now that you said that you want to get rid of Dak, now you need to stop saying that and tell us your plan. Because I'm gonna tell you what a lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys are just you want to build a house, but you've been telling me for 10 years you want to build a house. Okay, well, listen to me, motherfucker, build a house then. Okay, where are the plans? Where are the blueprints? Where are the materials?
Right.
Where is the stuff at? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Freedom. You want Dak ass out of here. Get his ass out of here. I don't like that number 4. Get him out of here. He's out of here. What are we doing now?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to go to Tuck and ask Tuck to get him some information on draft picks. Same thing I be doing.
Yeah, me
Hey,
too.
Tuck, find me a quarterback that can replace Dak, man. He ain't there. That's not what I asked you, Tuck.
Yeah, not at 24.
He said, "Hey, my boy Amp hit somebody with a 5-piece. You know I don't try to miss these. So my apologies, my brother." He said, "I'm used to seeing the weirdos after a playoff loss and during the off season, but they are far worse right now. Bunch of zombies."
It's zombie time, right? Because here's some of the sauce, right? Even as a content creator, negative content hits harder than positive content.
Yeah, dude.
If I drop a video with the crazy face and saying the Cowboys should trade Dak Prescott, that's going to do a lot more numbers.
Man, if you drop a video saying naked pictures of Jerry, everybody on here gonna say they ain't gonna look at it, but everybody gonna click. And I ain't want to see no damn pictures. Jerry, put your damn clothes on.
So
Y'all
what's
know.
happening is Cowboys fans are emotional and they're who are using y'all like it's pulling y'all strings. First take, pulling y'all strings. Undisputed, pulling y'all strings. Everyone's pulling y'all strings because y'all emotional and y'all giving them all the leverage that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? They give me all because y'all folding. Y'all folding.
Scared to make moves. Listen, it's not about scared to make moves. It's about not going backwards, bro. Like what people don't understand is like you can easily go from like being in the playoffs to like not in the playoffs.
We are not no perennial playoff, you know what I'm saying, powerhouse, bro.
Like we just came back. We just got out of an era. Think about this, Tuck. We just got out of an era where it was make the playoffs, win the division, try to go for a Super Bowl.
Right.
Very next year, not in the playoffs.
We didn't even get that. We went 6-10, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 in playoff appearance.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what we just got out of that era, and now that's why I said, like, bro, we just 3 years, and I get it, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Y'all like to use the word excuses. I'm gonna tell you, this might be an excuse, but some of y'all don't understand what the word excuse means. An excuse is really the truth that you don't want to accept. Because if I tell my daughter to be home at 11 o'clock, and at 10:30 her car break down, she got to fix her tire, she walk in the house at 12 o'clock at night, I can be like, what the hell, where the hell you been? And she gonna be like, well, my tire broke down. And I'm gonna be like, that's an excuse. It is an excuse, but it's a valid one.
It's a valid excuse, right?
It's a valid excuse though.
Sky listed Tech. He said he isn't trolling, speaking the truth. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys ain't did shit in 28 years.
So
that ain't Dak's fault, bro.
They ain't got shit to do with Dak Prescott. They ain't got shit to do with Tony
And
Romo.
think about this, neither have the 49ers, bro. If you really want to be famous, neither have the 49ers.
So let me give y'all a situation, right? So like here in Kansas City, Alex Smith was right on the cusp. They were making the playoffs. They was getting to the but they just couldn't beat Tom Brady with Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying? Then they needed Pat Mahomes. That put them over the hump. We're not there. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, so many Cowboys fans have lowered their standards where they just wanted to get to an NFC championship game and say we got to it. If we would have got to an NFC championship game and me and West Coast would have went out to the Levi Stadium, we would have walked out there with our nose broken, eyes battered again. We were not ready, y'all, from a talent standpoint, from a scheme standpoint, from a mentality standpoint. We was not ready this year, and that's the hard truth Cowboys fans don't want to hear. It wasn't about Dak Prescott. It was deeper than that. It was our defense was not prepared to go out there and get pressure on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's jersey didn't even touch the grass the first time he played him. Then gets out schemed by his coaching staff that was on his coaching staff in Atlanta with Shanahan and then also Matt LaFleur. They had him looking goofy out there.
He's always 6 against.
And I told my gal after the Philadelphia Eagles game, after we won that game, I said, baby, we're not a Super Bowl team.
We wasn't. There was if you are sitting there saying we were a Super Bowl contender, you're lying to yourself. We were open
you
for
couldn't stop the run. You had no middle linebacker and you had no running back.
Right.
You were literally hoping that Dak and CD Lamb could Dak and CD Lamb the Super Bowl.
That's all we had, bro. Player to hope that hey, CD and Dak could catch fire in the playoffs and we could maybe run it. You know what I'm saying?
Now remember, it's the quarterback, man. You know what's crazy? And that's the same guy who y'all try to act like now you don't have faith in
Hey,
him.
thank
But
you, Mr.
2 weeks
President
ago,
66
you were
for the
hoping that he could Dak and CeeDee Lamb his way through a whole playoff series.
Right, that was it. That was our hope. That was our hope. But they have shown us nothing. I was more confident last year. You know what I'm saying? Even in 2021, I was more confident because that team has showed me defensively, okay, we got the best defense. You know what I'm saying? I really felt that. This year, bro, I was just like, I don't know. And I even made videos saying, listen, y'all, we've been taking a bunch of practice quizzes. We've been barely passing. I'm not sure if we're ready for the final exam. We just got to close our eyes, hope and pray, but don't change no answers. We was not ready.
No, I didn't, Joshua.
We were saying we was not ready, y'all. We was not ready, y'all. And it showed. And that's why I was trying to play favorable matchups. Like, no, I don't want the Rams. I'm saying I want Tampa. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Because
and I was what I'm saying. Like, I
wanted Tampa, bro. I wanted Baker Mayfield.
Right. I wanted the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, nah, bro, because when I was freaking out, I thought we were gonna get the Rams. And people was like, well, y'all can get Seattle. I was like, nah, I don't. Ooh.
Like, hey, we can get the Saints, though. We get the Saints. Like,
yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to play those games, and that was our only hope. So it starts right now. It starts with the draft. It starts with free agency. We need to do those things to really go out, not build an NFC championship, not build a division winner, build a Super Bowl contender. There's a difference. I want to be able to look at this team like, nah, we can go beat the Ravens. Bruh, you know what I'm saying? We didn't feel like we could go beat the Ravens. I didn't think we could go in the Super Bowl and beat Pat Mahomes. Like, we wasn't that type of team. Maybe we could have gotten there to say for the sake that we got in there, but we wasn't ready. As soon as Trayvon Diggs went out, the whole dynamic of our team changed. Then you lost Overshown, you lost LVE. It was a ripple effect defensively, and we did nothing to stop the bleeding.
And we couldn't stop the
quick,
run.
salute to
Teams
Corey
just didn't
Vaughn
want to
for
run
the-
on us. That's what it was.
Yeah, salute to Corey Vaughn for the 5-piece, man. Said there are excuses and barriers. That is true. There are excuses and barriers. And shout out to Danny. This is my boy Danny. What's up with you, man? Thank you for the 5-piece. He said for best D is offense who pounds the ball. And listen, you see West got the run the damn ball hat, man. I'm gonna have my run the damn ball hat come time for the draft, because we need a running back. Like, we need a running back. We need to be able to control time of possession. We need to be able to and not even like, and you like the Dallas Cowboys, if you just look holistically, they did not have, in terms of yardage, a piss poor run game, right? Because overall, Dak ran the ball more, CeeDee Lamb got touches, Tony Pollard did end with 1,000 yards. So you fooled yourself and just looked at the raw numbers, like it was okay. But if you look at like yard per game, first down rushing efficiency and shit like that, we were awful trying to run the football. Yeah. I need a back that I can run the football with, in the just handing the ball, they can get me 5 yards. Right, I'm trying to get the 2nd and 5, second and 4, 2nd and 6 with a handoff. I need to be able to not put the ball in Dak Prescott's hands if he's having an off day. I need more than one way to win a football game, and that's what these other teams have. Like, I've seen Joe Burrow win a football game with no passing touchdowns and a pick. I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo come to Dallas and win with no passing touchdowns and a pick because they ran the football. Matter of fact, I seen the 49ers beat the Green Bay Packers with Jimmy Garoppolo attempting 8 passes. He attempted 8 passes in a game. He attempted 8 passes in a game, and they still beat the shit out of the Green Bay Packers. So there are other avenues to victory besides throwing the ball around the yard 40, 50, 60 times, right? You have to be more than a one-dimensional team. Even Patrick Mahomes didn't even touch 300 yards this last game. They ran the ball with Pacheco. So you need
what Allen did to us. You know what I'm saying? So we were literally in a situation going to the playoffs. It was Dak Prescott or bust. You know what I'm saying? So now if you're a Dak hater and you're saying, hey, I don't think that Dak Prescott's the kind of quarterback where we can just put everything on his shoulders, he can make things happen, then yeah, we'll have a whole conversation about that. But you got to help the man out. You know what I'm saying? There was no running game. There was no simple play action. There was nothing to kind of get him in rhythm where we can take some of the pressure off of him. And Mike McCarthy even said that, which is kind of his fault, right? He was like, it took me a while to get Dak back in rhythm. That shouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? If your quarterback is reeling a little bit, let's hand these off. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the run game involved. Let's slow things down. I mean, your defense was bleeding out. Like, let's run. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some of this clock back. You know what I'm saying? Get some of this time of possession back. They just didn't do it, y'all. We got our butts whipped across the board. Everybody got hands put on them. Everybody. Our kicker was missing. Everybody walked out there bleeding, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just Dak Prescott, but I get it. He's going to take a lot of the criticism, but it wasn't just a Dak game. I felt like Dak let us down more last year than he did this year, if we're being honest.
And man, like, bro, like, you got to see it like this. Cowboys, you get the toss, man. You win the toss. So you know what that means? That means you had a psychological moment right there where you said, who is my strongest unit that I want to put on? Huh?
They lost the toss.
Okay, well, either way, you get yourself in a situation where you get your defense put on the field first. There's no way you're thinking that your defense is about to give up 7 points.
And that's what they wanted. Remember Saturday, they told us they wanted to be on first, right? And Aaron Jones on the Green Bay Packers said, we're going to take the ball first. We're going to march down the field and punch them in the mouth because they front runners, and did exactly that.
Facts.
Mentality.
Facts. Hey, last subject I want to talk on, man, before we get up out of here, man, because this is probably the second most talked about things going on right now in Cowboy Nation. That is Micah Parsons. People are saying that Micah Parsons is. I'm gonna just ask you guys, each one of you guys, what are your thoughts on Micah Parsons' season last year? What are your thoughts on his season last year? And do you guys think he should play some off-ball linebacker?
Micah Parsons was an All-Pro. I'm really not sure why he didn't make first-team All-Pro, but whatever.
Podcast, probably
podcast, but you know. But my thing is, man, Micah Parsons. Do you remember where there was this big thing about Micah Parsons being a chess piece and move him all around the field and doing this and doing that, right? But listen, the Dallas Cowboys showed you they ain't about that life. It was time to play chess, and they wanted to play checkers, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, at this point, man, like let's go ahead and get another linebacker at this point, because you've already slowed down his progression as a linebacker. He's been pass rushing a lot. In order to play middle linebacker is more than just being athletic, right? You got to understand, diagnose the play, get in and out of the defensive play calls if need be, make alterations, get your defensive tackles and shit lined up.
You got to be smart.
It's a lot, and I'm not saying that Micah Parsons isn't smart, but you know,
he's more athletic than he is smart, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to clean that up.
I'm trying to say that he's already lacked the repetitions needed at that position. You need reps and live game action at the middle linebacker spot at the NFL level to get good at it, and he hasn't had that. He's been pass rushing majority of his entire career. He played a little bit of linebacker his first year, transition pass rush a lot more his second year, and this year he's basically a damn defensive end. At this point, he's a damn defensive end, undecided defensive end at this point. So,
and I'm gonna say this real quick too. This is going this I'm trying to say to make this point a little bit more clear and pristine, right? Sean Lee, athleticism was gone year 3. Listen, Sean Lee, his athleticism was, I ain't gonna say it was gone, but he was just so injury prone. Like, he didn't play a whole season like the last 4 years of his career, right? Even then, Sean Lee was still looked at as one of the better linebackers in all of football. You want to know why?
That mental mind.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, Sean Lee was not I have no clue what his 40 time is. I have no clue what his side to side is. He looked clue,
fast.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. He was there so quick.
And think about this. I would almost guarantee after like the last 3 years, I promise you there was not one game Sean Lee was not playing that he was not probably hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And he still was impactful. You want to know why? Because my middle linebacker, bro, give me a brain guy. Now, I don't need, listen, I got a linebacker on this side. I got a linebacker on this side. You ain't got to be athletic. Mm-hmm. I got a defensive end. I got 2 defensive ends that's going to be chasing the quarterback's ass. I don't need to be athletic. I'm gonna tell y'all this something. One of us content creators, you know what we really need to do? We need to do a week show and just dedicate it to like position and definitions and responsibility. Because for some of y'all, we be thinking that like a middle linebacker, oh yeah, because man, listen, somebody trying to tell me, oh yeah, the middle linebacker, I want him blitzing, I want him running side to side. I'm like, bruh, who are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That is not a middle linebacker, bro. A middle linebacker, bro. Ray Lewis has like 40 sacks in his career in 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, a middle linebacker. I'm gonna ask. Me and Chuck were having this conversation the other day. I said this, man. Fred Warner's the best middle linebacker in football. I'll stand on that. That Fred is the best middle linebacker in football. I stand on that. If you take Fred Warner's stats right now and give them to Micah Parsons, you guys hate Micah Parsons, bro.
Right.
And forget overrated. He's a bust. You want to know why? Because a lot of us don't really know that a middle linebacker ain't getting no damn sacks, bruh. They ain't getting no tackles for loss, bruh.
So,
like the reason why we can't stop the run right now is because our middle linebacker is blitzing and running and doing all this other shit except for stopping the damn run and telling the D tackle if he's blitzing, who the hell's telling the D tackle where to go?
mm-hmm.
Who's tapping the Bell Gallimore and telling him to scoot his ass over?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, a middle linebacker is a quarterback. When do you see a quarterback before a play running up and down the field and going in motion? You don't see none of that.
Mm-hmm.
When listen to me, when a quarterback is doing green 42, 37, 42, I need my middle linebacker in the middle doing this. Hey, come on, all right, let's go. That's what I need my middle linebacker doing. I don't need my little running. And more importantly, Tuck, you played linebacker.
Right.
If you say hike and the first thing you do is step forward, you're wrong as a middle linebacker, bro. Because you don't even know where the freaking play's going.
Because you're tipping. Right. You're tipping. But I will say this, man. So I'm not sure if y'all could see this tweet that I posted on Twitter. And it was on November 26, 2021. I said, brother, writing is already on the wall. Fans will turn on Mike as soon as it's time for him to get paid. They'll say he's not the same as his rookie year. They say that he lost a step. And then he said that he shouldn't get paid that much because he doesn't value that much. We'll revisit this tweet in 2025. It's predictable, bro. It's so damn predictable, right? And it's because it's like these lazy narratives get out in our fan base and we buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, did Micah Parsons, you know what I'm saying, wreck the game in the playoffs? Absolutely not. Does he need to play better in the playoffs? Absolutely not. What's that?
Oh, nah, because you got haters up here talking about, oh, he's sitting on his grandmama couch. My grandmama couldn't afford a couch like this on my mom. I'm just being honest with you.
Oh, okay.
My grandma from El Dorado, Arkansas, man. My grandma couldn't afford this. I'm just keeping it real. She would not spend money on this. My grandma would not. She would not spend money on a couch like this.
I was looking for Mike. I thought Mikey was in the picture.
Like, nah, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? Nah, because he on his grandmama couch. My grandma from El Dorado, Arkansas. Hey, you better let him know, Henny. You better let him know, Henny, ain't nobody in El Dorado, Arkansas got a couch like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this guy, listen to me. This is one of them endangered species couches. You feel me? Like, listen to me. Not all the animals in making this couch died of natural causes. Just know that.
Yeah,
a couple of them animals.
Yeah,
hey,
they you from down that way? Then what's up with your stylistic? I'm from El Dorado too.
Yeah, but in some cases, man, our fan base is just turn on players, man. But it's like when it comes to Mike, and I even said this in my draft video when I was breaking down Peyton Wilson. It's like, all right, you can pretty much move forward as Micah Parsons as being an edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? The idea of playing linebacker that's gone. I'm saying it's not going to happen, right? And granted, that's where the money resides. So I get it, whatever, right? But like you're saying, and I saw a lot of people when I mentioned LVE going down. Is LVE the most athletic? Absolutely not, right?
No.
But it's the mind. He's the one getting everything in structure. You know what I'm saying? He is getting everything in line, and he's playing that chess piece. Because think about this. Whenever you watch football, right? Who is everyone pointing at? Y'all know football. Who was the offensive line pointing at? Who was the quarterback pointing at the mic? They're doing the mic check. So it's important for the mic to be able to play those chess games with the quarterback as well. So you mentioned Ray Lewis. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's a chess game. So We didn't have that. Damone Clark was very new. He's very green. You know what I'm
He
saying?
went to Wyoming, like Micah said.
I'm saying you need one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm bringing a veteran Mike, right? I'm bringing a veteran Mike linebacker, and then you can go get some outside guys, right? You think you're filling with Overshown. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do, but you're going to need linebackers, not safeties. Actual linebackers, just because of the brute force and the punishment that you take. If you're going to have one of these smaller safeties playing linebacker, they be able to block shit. And I'm telling you, like it's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people watching my draft content, why I was so high on Ivan Pace, but everyone said he was too small to play at the NFL level, who went to Minnesota, was he could block shit his butt off. You know what I'm saying? Like he can get off of blocks. That is a very valuable skill when you're looking at the linebacker position. So he said, Tuckson's draft goat. The nation needs you to find Fred Warner, 70 overall, 3rd round, bro. It's all on you.
Who asked you that question just
my landlord?
Who asked you that question? Who asked you that question just yesterday, though? Now
here is what I'll say, Cowboys Nation. I said this in my video, right? We kind of have a convert that could possibly do it already in Overshown. Now, granted, I don't know what Overshown's going to be post-injury, but a lot of people don't remember Overshown played safety in BYU. You know what I'm saying? So he has that hybrid. I'm just not obviously Overshown Texas. You know what I'm saying? So he has that convert, but he's like 224 pounds. So you can get him up to 230. You can't get Marquise Bell up to 230. You know what I'm saying? So
not in 1 year.
Yeah. I mean, hell, it's gonna take a while, man. So you know what I'm saying? But there's some other guys out there. Now, to be honest with you, no, Ivan Pace went to Cincinnati, Danny. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, there's some guys out there, but honestly, y'all, if you're looking for a quote unquote pound for pound Mike middle linebacker in this year's draft, it's going to be kind of lean. You know what I'm saying? I see people talking about Tommy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of outside guys because that's kind of like the new mold. So we'll definitely look into it, man. But I think it's important that the Cowboys go out there and get a veteran guy so they can play up here versus having that growth. You know,
but can I ask you a question?
Is Trotter Jr. Middle linebacker or outside?
He's more of an outside, but he couldn't play middle linebacker. I just did a film breakdown on Trotter Jr. if you're going to go watch him. Yeah, someone junior. So I would consider Levante David. I would probably consider David over White. But it's like, yeah, bro, like you can go watch Trotter. You know what I'm saying? Some people like him. I do. It's not to grow into that position.
Hey, I got a question though. Tuck, I don't want you to do all this work, bro, on these middle linebackers, bro. And Dan Quinn don't even like them dudes, bro.
No, here's the thing, y'all know linebackers.
But I'm just saying though, don't Dan Quinn gotta change his philosophy first? Because think about this: all these linebackers that you guys want, you could have had Bobby Wagner twice now.
I know.
Bobby Wagner he left Seattle, went to the Rams, went to the Super Bowl, left, went somewhere else, went back to Seattle, bro. You could have had him twice over now. You could have had Raekwon Smith.
Right.
Dan Quinn, it's like, listen, I can find you all these linebackers, but Dan's not going to draft one. He's not going to draft a real linebacker.
Here's where I'll push back. On that, right? Dan Quinn drafted a linebacker. So if you go back to where we was going into camp, we had Overshown, we had LVE, we had Damone Clark, we had Harper, we still had Cox. So we had some linebackers in house.
And then he started cutting it.
Where Dan Quinn messed up is he didn't have a contingency plan when Overshown went down, LVE went down, he moved on from Harper. Like that was the biggest problem. You know what I'm saying?
He had no contingency plan. You want to know why? It's like me and milk. I'm lactose intolerant, bro. We got milk in there, and then we got the milk I drink.
Right.
Bro, if we ain't got the milk I drink, there's no contingency plan. I can't have cereal today. Yeah, so that's just what it is.
We had linebackers. But the thing is like we just didn't have a contingency plan. Like I said, as soon as Overshown went down in preseason, they should have went and made moves. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Roquan Smith. It's like I don't understand why they moved on from Harper for a backup center. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's no mistakes. You moved on from Jabril Cox. Like you had guys in house that can definitely have an impact. But you cleared out the linebacker room, and we were depleted. So it's just like, we'll have to fill the cupboard. But there's some guys out there, y'all. But like, I think people want like what's his name in Detroit, Captain Jack, like Jack Campbell. Like they want the big neck collar linebacker. There's a few of them out there, but I don't think they're going to be instant impact that Cowboys Nation is needing, go get me a Patrick Queen, go get me Levante David, spend money to, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen. That's where I'm at, to be honest with y'all.
And I'm gonna tell you this: I think two philosophies that I think that we just need to accept is one, that the Cowboys don't want a traditional running back. They don't want a 3-down running back, because think about this: at some point in this season, I didn't even like Ronald Jones. I've known Ronald Jones. I always thought he was a backup running back. But I'm gonna keep it real. I think Ronald Jones probably would have helped this team this year.
I mean, he
like I'm just being honest, from what we had.
Yeah,
Ronald Jones might have helped us out this year.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been bad, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we had a stable of running backs.
They don't want that.
We had a stable of running backs who never got an opportunity. I don't know how many damn Hunter Luke Key videos I made. You know what I'm saying? Bro, why they keep telling me, dog, I'm not even gonna work. So then some in the chat, bro. Why y'all keep telling me that Ivan Pace played for Cincinnati, not Minnesota? I broke down Ivan Pace. I'll post the link, bro. I found Ivan Pace for y'all. I know where he went to college. He actually transferred to Cincinnati, bro. Like, he plays for the Minnesota Vikings as an undrafted free agent. Like, what are we doing? My bad. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm saying that, I forgot what I was talking about. It was like, yeah, stop playing like I'm stupid.
Hey, quick question. Was this draft, yes or no? Was this draft class was it a waste?
Yeah, absolutely was.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Listen,
got zero value.
There's too many teams with premier positions, you know, that are rookies that are performing right now. Minnesota, y'all got me talking about Minnesota now. The Detroit Lions, the Detroit Lions got Jameer Gibbs, who's contributing to their team. They got Jack Campbell, who's contributing to their team. The Branch Board from Alabama is contributing to their team. They got, even the damn 49ers, who usually burn their draft picks, got a safety starting that right now that's a rookie. Right. You look at the boy for the Kansas City Chiefs. What's the boy name from SMU? Worked out with that?
Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, Rasheed Rice out there going crazy.
Right.
So my question to y'all is this: if the Cowboys realistically, because listen to me, everybody drafts good in the first round. Everybody, you almost can't miss on a first round.
I ain't gonna say.
But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, can you miss on a first round pick? Yes.
Yeah,
but I'm saying the odds are more in your favor. If you go with the best player available on the board, you will probably get a decent starter in the first round. So nobody really counts your talent, your ability to pick first round picks. That's not really much, right? But bro, if the Cowboys, we don't take place in free agency. So I can't even say how good we are in free agency because we just don't do it. And it's starting to seem like maybe we're not as good in drafting. Bro, how are we really going to fix this team if we're not? Bro, we had 7 draft picks last year. The best pick was the best person that came to the Dallas Cowboys last year, honestly, the damn kicker.
Well, Jay Andrews just said the perfect. We had a lazy draft because they thought they were better than they were.
Hey, tweet that.
That's what it was. We thought we already had a great foundation. We just needed some extra guys. Like, we did not go BPA. You know what I'm saying? We did not go BPA because, like I said, I was saying this yesterday. If the Cowboys really let me know, and y'all know I love the tight end position, that's what they were really focusing on, bro, you should have moved up and got Dalton Kincaid.
Who ended up balling this year?
You should have got Sam Laporta. Like, if I knew that's what you really, really wanted, you should have went and got one of those because they jumped off the screen. I just didn't know you wanted another tight end because you already had a young one, Jake Ferguson, and Hendershot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should just
and listen to me, we can't be out here trying to hold this. And a lot of fans are hanging this whole draft on my boy from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Overshawn. And to a degree, you can't put, like, bro, you got him with the 3rd round, bro. Like, you can't be. He's not gonna. I mean, do I? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Coming off of an ACL, he should not even be in a position to even be like that this year. Because if you really care about the young man, at the line, he's going to be. Listen to me. It's not Tony Pollard running away from someone. Right. You have someone who tore his ACL, and you're gonna ask him to run into people. Right. He already going to have to put weight on.
Right. Yeah, and I think
Overshawn is not going to be Overshawn next year, and I'm not even going to expect him to be Overshawn next year,
bro. Landlord, bro. I still don't understand,
we got the
bro.
worst tight end.
There was so. I mean, bro, like if I'm like, damn, Gary, you should have called me, bro. Will McClay, you should have called me. Y'all know I would have cooked that tight end position. I had no idea that they was even considering. You could have went, you know, what I'm saying, like Sam Laporta. You could have went with Mayer. You know, what I'm saying, you could have waited and got Luke Musk. Like there was so many.
And then think about this. Think about this. The tight end that you drafted this year, he's gonna have to, because John Stevens, low key, probably would have been tight end number 2 this year.
Right. Yeah.
So then where's Shoemaker? You drafted a guy in the second round. Like our second round picks have just been horrible, bruh.
Outside of Trayvon Diggs.
Shoemaker, what, he's 25 now, or he's gonna be 26 next year?
Man,
he's not gonna get a second contract, because when he's gonna be 28 years old when he's done with his rookie deal.
He was 20. I think he's 24. He's coming up.
He's 25. Well, you should have just drafted a tackle.
Is he any?
He's 25 years old right now.
25 right now.
So he'll be 28 when his rookie contract is.
He'll be 20.
He'll be
26. He'll be 26 at the start of the season. His birthday is September the 28th.
Yeah.
So basically, when his rookie contract expires, his career will, unless he is a top 2 tight end, he will probably be done.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like, yeah, but whose tab does that go on? Is it going Will McClay? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
hey, don't you say nothing about Will McClay. Don't you say nothing about Will McClay.
You know, like, you know, so it's like I just think the Cowboys, I think that was a perfect call. We thought we were better. We see a few extra and sprinkle some stuff in there. You know, nah, bro. So this draft season needs to be BPA. It needs to be BPA, best available. You know what I'm saying? And you go out there and get a guy that can help you this year, not 2-3 years down the road. Because I always said Mozzie was a stash pick, right? You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of conversation about Mozzie. Me personally, I was like, he's cool, but it wasn't that. I want players that when you pick them and their name comes out, I know this year they are going to have an impact.
Can we just agree to stay away from Michigan? Except for the running back. I like that dude.
I like him too. Hey,
what round? Hey, what's the running back? Michigan running back. What round he going?
Blake Corum, probably second or third.
So he can get him.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it? You said it like you ain't sold him as a lot of folks. But
hey man,
I mean, it's a name.
Super sticker.
It's a name. You know what I'm saying? But it's just
you're way too early. You're way too early. You're way too early. Way too early. First round pick. What position? What position? Way too early.
If I'm going way too early draft pick, my guy is Jordan Morgan, offensive left tackle out of the University of Arizona.
Left tackle?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you're not re-signing Tyron Smith.
I mean, he's a free agent, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, even if you sign him back, how long do you realistically think he'll keep playing?
Right. You're not gonna get a full season out of him. So Jordan Morgan's a guy, because they're not moving Tyler Smith to left tackle. He's a left guard.
They better not.
So he's gonna stay there. So I would go get Jordan Morgan. He's the most pure left tackle that's probably gonna be available at 24. Not a guard or a center type guy. Like, he's gonna be a left tackle at the NFL level. Jordan Morgan would be my guy. But
what if you don't re-sign your center though? What if your center dips?
Well, then they're probably going to put in, what's his name, Hoffman at center, to be honest with you. What's his name? What's that name? Hoffman?
Yeah, Brock Hoffman.
Yeah, Brock Hoffman. So, yeah. But, yeah, I would go, if it's right now, you put him on the spot on January 22nd, Jordan Morgan's my pick out of Arizona. Film session coming soon.
Hey, when you get that, shoot that to me. I definitely want to see it, my boy. Hey, man, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. I got a question from him, too. You have be the only one asking draft questions to the Draft King. But, shit. All right. Let's say what wide receiver would you get in the first round? Let's say it's a CD Lamb kind of situation. He ain't supposed to be there at all. Let's say that he went live with a weed gas mask right before the draft happened. You know, we seen some shit like that happen before. So let's just say something happened and a wide receiver failed. Who would be the wide receiver you would take if they failed to 24?
They ain't gonna do it because the Cowboys hate my guts, but it'll be Keon Coleman out of Florida State.
That boy hard.
Keon Coleman, bro. Keon Coleman is the real deal. I mean, you go back and watch his. I mean, I got
another question. Hey, this is rapid fire draft question. I think Monday night needs to be draft night. I got another question too.
He's a guy because he could possibly be around, like say around 20-ish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if Keon's sitting there, bro, you snag him and don't ask no questions.
Hey, how many people we got watching tonight right now?
There's 242 people across.
Oh, we got hey, if you guys got comments, if you got questions in the comments you want to ask, my boy Tuck, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is my cheater guy. This is who I cheat with for my draft content. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that because I be doing it. Y'all be wondering, damn, what y'all West Coast be seem like he be doing because I be cheating. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, I know my lanes. I 249 kids that don't get drafted. And think about this. Imagine the other 200 that don't get drafted that you still gotta do content on. Man, I got 4 kids, bro. I ain't got it in me. I ain't got it in me. I know I'm the kid that I knew in school. I was smart enough to know which kids to cheat off of. Y'all don't. That's your own fault. You cheat off the wrong kids in the back. I don't. I cheat off the kids that sit in the front. So my next question is this, because the Dallas Cowboys should have they should have drafted a quarterback this year. And Dak Prescott being on a 1-year deal, going on an extension, your ass had better listen to me. Cowboy Nation, you can't talk to me about replacing Dak Prescott with anybody when your organization has showed you that they don't even want to replace him. You want to know why? Because they have never put anything in behind Dak that he can challenge him. Guess what? They didn't do that to Tony Romo. They put Dak behind Tony, and guess what? Tony Romo, you're not getting the job back. Why haven't they done that with Dak? Is because Jerry wants him to be his quarterback of the future. So I want to know right now, give me a quarterback in the 4th round who looks and smells like Dak Prescott. Why? Because I'm not changing my offense. And let's just be real. Trey Lance, he's gonna be a career 3rd round quarterback. I don't think he'll ever be anything. The way the Cowboys did him this year makes me feel like he'll never be anything bigger than what he is, because you could have did it. Look, think about this. Cooper Rush was technically supposed to be sick the last week. They made Cooper Rush dress out.
Right.
He was sick the last game of the season.
Right.
So give me a quarterback. Trey Lance is not. He'll never. I'm sorry to say it, but I feel in my soul I can say this right now. He'll never be a starter for the Dallas Cowboys. So give me Dak Prescott, a quarterback right now who we can look at.
Well, me and he talked about a second ago. I don't want him in Dallas, but I'm sticking with Florida State. That'd be my guy. Jordan Travis, man. Like
Heisman candidate.
Heisman candidate. Yeah, would have been a Heisman candidate. He had the same injury similar to Dak Prescott in the second to last game of the season.
You like him better than the boy from Arkansas,
man?
From Milroe? From Milroe? Hell yeah, bro.
No, I ain't talking about. He talking about that. That's Milroe from Alabama. He would talk about KJ Jefferson, who ain't coming out.
Oh yeah.
He's not coming out again.
He transferred to UCF.
Yeah, he transferred.
Yeah, he went back. He went to Florida.
Yeah, so you probably have you could probably get Jalen Milroe. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't take Jordan in the 4th. But I think that with the injury, someone's going to take a flight. I think maybe he'll be a day 3, maybe like 5 or 6. But the upside potential is insane. You know what I'm saying? He has it all. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how he recovers from the injury. But I would definitely take a flight on Jordan Travis if he's sitting there available on day 3. But I don't want him in Dallas. I don't want to put him through, because one of the nicest kids I've ever met, man. You know what I'm saying? Good kid. He's a proven winner. Went through what Dak Prescott went through at Florida State when everyone was talking bad at him, booing him. You know what I'm saying? And he bounced back and was electric. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if he was still playing, who knows what would have happened in those college football playoffs. So I'd probably be Jordan Travis. That would be my sleeper stash guy. That you can sit back, put him as a red shirt. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to move on for Dak, let him and Trey kind of compete for it and see what happens from there.
Hey, Samson RV, salute to you. He hit one of y'all with a 5-piece. He say Trey Benson, Florida State, Derrick Henry in free agency, 2-headed monster. If the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys just need to adopt the ideology of running the football.
Quick note, I just broke down Trey Benson on my channel, CFO Sports. So another note. My nose is loaded. My nose got draft picks at the draft picks. I think I'm gonna make it Florida State week.
Hey, drop them links in the comment box. Drop them links to the videos. And also, we got a new rule for draft. If we give you a name of a player, there ain't no saying that a kid that ain't never played in the NFL is gonna suck. Don't do that. These are still kids. They ain't signed no pro contracts, so they still little kids, right? But this is what we're gonna do. If he sucks, give us a different name. If you don't like him, say I don't like him. Replace him with this name. So then, guess what? We're teaching everybody, and everybody's learning stuff. Because now I got a whole nother position too. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Well, another position we need to talk about. Give me a cornerback.
Corner.
A corner. Because listen to me, Stephon Gilmore. I love him. He long in the tooth, dog.
So you want a corner?
Give me a corner.
What round? Listen, you got me back. Now here's some. I'm still cooking.
If I think he's gonna play this year, he needs to be in the second or third round.
No,
Outside of the fourth round,
second round.
what was DeRon Bland? You're not gonna get two DeRon Blands, bro. Don't try to sell me on that.
So I mean,
if he's gonna play this year, he needs to be in the second or third round.
So second, you got Kamari, who just listed, Kamari Lister out of Georgia, but also a sleeper guy that I'm talking about out of Toledo, Quinton Mitchell. Man, I love this kid's film. So that'll probably be third round. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think. The corners will probably go. You'll probably get Cooper going. Nate will go.
What about Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid will probably be sitting there maybe around 24, but you probably have to grab him in the first round. I mean, to get him as a Cowboy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I would take the flight on him. You know what I'm saying?
What about Terrion, his running mate?
Oh, it's hard, right? Because we haven't gotten to the combine. I would say probably day 2. You probably get him day 2.
Because think about this, you might have to replace Jordan Lewis and Stephon Gilmore.
Right.
So one of your corners, and I'm gonna tell you, the corners in this draft class, I don't think he's ready. I like Wanya. What they got Wanya listed as?
Who?
He's safety.
He's a safety, right? Okay, so he don't even count.
Yeah, but I mean, if Dan Quinn is still there, then look at Kyrie Jackson out of Oregon. He fits the Dan Quinn mold. Like that's
you're gonna need a slot. This year. You're gonna need a slot, and you're gonna need a boundary because Jordan Lewis, if he made $4.5 million this year, the way he played the last 3 games, I would resign him, but I don't think they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, Gilmore, you need a starter for that outside. So yeah, you're gonna need 2 corners this year.
Yeah, Kyrie Jackson will be more your outside, you know what I'm saying, like 6'1", physical, long.
And think about this, with as much talent as you have, you want a young corner to go in there to learn under Diggs and under Bland.
Right. I agree. Because I've heard things about, Eric Scott. I think we might dub that one. So it's just like, yeah, you're gonna need some corners out there, but like you need instant impact. That's what I'm saying, instant impact to go out there and make some impact, man. So like I said, draft content's fun. I just dropped the Trey Benson link in there. I got some more people lined up, but it is what it is. Like I said, at the end of the day, as a content creator, I know, what I'm saying, they probably not going to eat my cooking, but I can at least listen, I want to make sure that everyone's aware. And for those of you who are on my channel or new to me, I'm starting my Draft Wizard University this week, where I'm going to be sticking y'all behind the scenes, showing y'all how to scout, showing y'all how to watch film, showing y'all how I build my draft boards, like all that stuff for my members only. So come by, man. We're going to do this all together because I proved my point. I proved what I can do on myself. Now I'm going to teach y'all so that y'all can start to learn how to scout, learn how to build your own thoughts. Because like I said, don't just rely on me, man. Build your own. And, that's how I got here, man. I got sick of trusting Mel Kiper and all these Todd Mache. Like, I can do this myself. You know what I'm saying? Then what happened with the whole Micah Parsons, I sat there and I scouted Micah Parsons and I saw everything the world didn't see. And then when it hit, I was like, yeah, Tuck, you can do this on your own. So I'm going to teach y'all how to do the same.
Yeah, man. Just free agent. It's crazy because draft, but I'm going to tell you this right here. Free agency is going to tear the back out of this team. Free agency is going to make this team look totally different. Because I definitely think that they're you might even lose J-Ron Curse, who actually calls the plays for your defense.
Right. Who's your green dot? So
I'm pretty sure you will, because they don't like paying people as it is. He's a little bit older. So I doubt it. And you gotta think about it. There might not even be that role on this defense next year. Dan Quinn's not back.
Right. And Dan Quinn makes, like honestly, like from the draft content standpoint, I kind of like Dan Quinn because he's like that homeboy you go to the club with, his type. So I know if Dan Quinn's back, I know what to look for, right? But I might get a new defensive coordinator, he might like smaller corners now, so that's kind of the tricky part about it. But if Dan Quinn is back, then the safeties kind of get some more value. Ooh, I mean, this is a dog safety out of Minnesota, man. I would love to come in, and Tyler Nubin, but it all depends. And here's the problem. Well, we haven't talked about this. The Cowboys are making a big mistake right now because they're sitting letting Dan Quinn dance with everybody on their dance floor, and they ain't hollering at nobody. What I'm saying? And you don't sit
And
back.
you want to know why? Because they already know who they're going to hire if he leaves. Bro.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody internally. So they already got
more than likely.
they already got the internal hire. They're letting Dan Quinn go out and dance with everybody on the dance floor. And if he doesn't get, you know what I'm saying, nobody want to take him home, then they'll welcome him back. But if not, they got Joe Witt versus you're seeing all these young, mighty defensive coordinators get plucked up. And from a Cowboys fan's perspective, you should be a little bit mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least go out there, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and mingle a little bit. See what else is out there versus just sitting back waiting and hopefully Dan Quinn comes back. But, you know.
And then listen, the head coaching jobs are starting to go. Tennessee just hired a head coach.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because I know a lot of people are talking about McDonald out of Ravens, but I'm just like, bro, he might not go nowhere.
You think Jim Harbaugh's coming to the NFL?
Yeah,
he probably will.
Yeah, he probably will.
Simpson said Quinn can go. They got his recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, you got to alter Dan Quinn's recipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be some shit in somebody cooking that you allergic to. You might have a nut allergy, so you might have to swap that out. So, like, I am allergic now to safeties playing linebackers. I never again want to see that shit again. Now I now do it on Madden because Madden don't know the difference. They let everybody block shed.
Be quiet.
But,
3-5.
yeah, but you know, like, man, I need a big, angry, toothless ass linebacker that came with CTE already. I just need an aggressive, oversized, aggressive middle linebacker now. That's what I want. I don't want no undersized linebackers no more.
Yeah. And a lot of people like, because they got on me, right? They like, Tuck, Marquise Bell was your guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, Marquise Bell was my guy for a safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never said he's going to be playing linebacker, but here's the thing.
17 games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I was saying Marquise Bell because I found Marquise Bell when I was scouting on FAMU 2 years ago. And I love this kid's film as a safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can do. You can't make a 200-pound person tackle Derrick Henry. Like, it just, the physics doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's no slight to Marquise Bell. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's going to be the J-Ron replacement, honestly. But it's like, bro, you can't have him playing linebacker, banging there, block shedding with offensive tackles and guards. Like, I played linebacker and I was a smaller size linebacker. I don't like being in trenches with them big, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's different. So you want to stay clean. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But, you know, we got some work to do, Cowboys Nation. And like West Coast said, walking out the building this year, it's not a quick fix. It's like, bro, we need a full renovation. You know what I'm saying? We got a leak upstairs, but man, you got to tear up the pipes. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You really got to start tearing some stuff up to get back to where we are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to blow the whole damn house up.
Yeah, and it's like, this is my last statement on this too. It's like my boy Chris Hegan said the other day, it was so epic. He said, everything that we have on our team right now, we need to get where we are right now. And what we don't have on this team right now is what we need to go further.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't we with everything we have right now, we're 12-5 team, right? And that wasn't good enough. So we don't need to take away from that 12-5. We need to add to that 12-5.
Not just add, we need to dump everything into that 12-5. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we get so frustrated. We get all these front office people defend it. Like, bro, just go all in. If you go all in and we bomb out, okay, then blow it up. You know what I'm saying? If you loaded up and gave Dak, CeeDee Lamb, and DeAndre Hopkins, and you know what I'm saying, and we lost, okay, bro, cool. It is what it is. We tried. We went all in. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw that with Philly just last year, bro. Like, Philly was going all in. And here's the crazy thing. Philly went all in kind of again. They just turned into Philly. They turned into a punk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see them doing that. Even San Fran, as good as they are, they went and got Chase Young for no reason. Then they went and got just Randy. Like, they were just grabbing everything to go all in. The Ravens, Roquan Smith, they made it like they're going all in. We go in, you know what I'm saying? I'll put it.
And it's paying off for them too, man.
It's paying off, bro. The only team that's not going all in is the
Dallas Cowboys.
No, I mean, the one team that has a quarterback from heaven and Pat Mahomes, and they ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody else, they pushing all their chips on the table.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yo, man, hey, it's been a great show, man. If y'all want to see this again, man, I think this would be a dope show. You know, we do this again, run this back next Monday, man. If y'all with it, man, same bad time, same bad channel, man. We had over 300-400 people up in here watching, man. This show was fire, bro. We was on here for an hour and 40 minutes, man. Everybody got some really good content, man. I hope everybody got something out of it, man. If you want to see this continue to go on, Shoot, let us all know that in the comment box, and we'll make sure we get this thing back on next Monday, man. But hey, Tuck, I'll let you let them know where they can find you at, my boy.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. We ain't got no football, y'all, so we might as well rock. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing else to talk about. But you can find me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. My YouTube channel is CFO Sports. We're doing a lot of draft content. Like I said, Draft Wizard University will be starting this week, members only. Got a lot of different things coming up, man. Got the Super Bowl, so I'll be out there covering it from Radios Row. So at the end of the day, Cowboys Nation, I know it sucks. Like, it hurts, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably going to hurt even more if we got to sit back and watch the Lions go to the Super Bowl, which I don't want to see. But you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But all we can do, y'all, is roll up our sleeves, lick our wounds, and get back to trying to find solutions. Solutions-based content is what I'm primarily focused on. I can't do the complaining. I did all my complaining on Monday night, tears, everything, got it all out. Now it's back to work. So don't let nobody steal y'all pride. Keep repping our team. Let's get back on the horse and let's try to find a way we can win the 6th championship.
Indeed, man. And hey, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. You know I'll be back tomorrow. Me, Wes, Landlord Cowboys Uncut, special guest. You want to tell me who the special guest is, man?
Let me verify. Let me. He said yes, but let me. You know how folks be.
Hey, so yeah, we're gonna have a special guest. I ain't gonna name drop it yet. Come on to Cowboys Uncut, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. If I think I said that right, you know they over there across the world and shit. California, a different world. But yeah, man, it's Henny the Moore on Facebook. I mean, yeah, HTM Sports on YouTube, Henny the Moore on Facebook, and at Moore Henny on Twitter. So just tap in. We're gonna keep bringing y'all quality Dallas Cowboys content, man.
Hey man, all right, it's your boy West Coast. You guys already know. Type it in on any Google search, West Coast Cowboy. I'll pop up there, man. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for the content tonight, man. Hey, thumbs up. It was all around, man. This was a fire show, and we got to do it again next Monday, man. Y'all already know what it is. Never look down, 'cause stars up. Peace.